If you're in your 30s and still haven't managed to save up $100,000, or the equivalent in your currency, this message is for you. It may sound harsh, but think about it. How many years have you worked? How many paychecks have you received? And how much really remained? The truth is, most people in this age group have little or almost nothing saved. This happens because we follow a cycle. We earn, we spend, we get into debt, and repeat. But while you keep following this pattern, financial freedom drifts further and further away. Now, imagine the opposite. Having your first solid asset, watching your money work for you, and turning months of effort into returns. The point is simple. If you don't change the way you handle money now, while you still have energy and time to build, later may be too late. So stay with me until the end, because I'll show you the steps that can speed up your race toward 100,000. Before we start, make sure you've subscribed to the channel and hit the like button. But only do that if you really want to get rich someday. If possible, write this: I am ready to learn about wealth. Now, I need you to pay close attention to what I'm going to say. These things may be keeping money away from your life. Number 1. The trap of investing too little. A lot of people believe that starting with just $100 or $200 is enough to speed up the path to wealth. It sounds logical, but it doesn't work in practice. Imagine investing $100 and getting an extraordinary return of 20% in a year. By the end, you'd have $120. That's only $20 of profit, less than a simple night out. Now compare that with someone who has already saved $100,000. With a conservative 10% return in a year, that person makes $10,000. That equals 500 hours of work for someone earning $20 an hour. Do you see the contrast? While some celebrate pocket change, others already have money working at scale. That's why the priority for those who haven't yet reached their first 100K shouldn't be making money with small investments, but rather building capital. The sooner you understand this, the faster you'll get out of the rat race and into the game of multiplying capital. Number 2. Relying only on salary. If you have less than $100,000 and believe that your salary alone will get you there, I hate to break it to you, you're mistaken. Salary is important, of course, but on its own, it usually only covers bills and debts. Think about it. If you earn $3,000 a month and manage to save 10%, that's $300. In a year, $3,600. To save $100,000 that way would take almost 28 years. And that's without setbacks, inflation, or extra expenses. The math doesn't add up. That's why smart people create additional sources of income. Freelancing, consulting, side businesses, anything that turns their experience into extra money. This move is called skill arbitrage. Using what you already know in another market, where your knowledge is worth more. While most people spend their free time on entertainment, those who seek prosperity use that time to generate extra income. And that's what shortens the journey to the first $100,000, from decades to just a few years. Number 3. Not controlling expenses. You can earn well, have extra income opportunities, and still never reach $100,000 if you don't know exactly where your money is going. Many people avoid looking at their finances because they find it boring or painful. But the consequence is living in the dark. It's like trying to lose weight without ever stepping on a scale. If you don't know how much you spend on transportation, eating out, or small daily purchases, you're probably letting hundreds of dollars slip away each month. I've seen people discover they were spending $700 or $800 just on ride-hailing and delivery apps. That alone could mean nearly $10,000 a year, enough to invest, pay off debt, or speed up building your first solid asset. Controlling expenses doesn't mean being miserable. It means being conscious. When you put each expense on paper or in an app, you start to see patterns and have the power to cut excesses. This simple habit can be the difference between building wealth or always breaking even. Number 4. Living without strategic frugality. Many people associate frugality with being cheap, but in reality, It's the bridge between salary and asset building. If you're trying to reach your first $100,000, every spending decision matters. Eating out every day can easily mean an extra $400 or $500 burned per month without noticing. Over a year, that's more than $5,000, almost a used car or the start of a good investment. The point isn't to never spend, but to spend consciously. Being frugal is choosing to cook at home instead of ordering delivery, buying a reliable used car instead of a brand new one, cutting subscriptions you don't even remember you have. These small adjustments, when added up, speed up the process of accumulating capital. The secret is to see frugality as temporary and strategic. You don't need to live this way forever, just until you build a solid base. After $100K, every dollar invested starts working for you, and that's when your freedom to spend truly grows. Number 5. Not automating savings. One of the biggest mistakes for those chasing their first $100,000 is relying only on self-discipline to save. The problem is, when the money hits the account, excuses always show up. A dinner, a quick trip, an impulse purchase. In the end, little or nothing is left to invest. The solution is simple: automate. Set your bank to automatically transfer part of your paycheck to an investment or savings account as soon as the money comes in. Think of it as paying yourself first. If you earn $4,000 a month and set aside 20% straight to another account, in 12 months, you'll have $9,600 saved without even noticing. In less than 10 years, you could have more than $100,000, even with modest returns. The secret is not leaving the decision in your hands every month, because the temptation to spend always wins. Automation creates consistency, and consistency is what turns income into wealth. Those who don't do this keep working just to pay bills. Those who do start working for their own future too. Number 6. Underestimating the time you have. If you're 25, 30, or even 35 and haven't yet saved $100,000, it may feel like you're behind. But the truth is, this stage of life is the best time to build wealth. You already have work experience, you've made some mistakes, and you still have decades ahead until retirement. The problem is, many ignore this power of time and say they'll get organized later. But every year lost without saving or investing is one less year of compound interest working for you. Think about it. $10,000 invested at age 30, with an average return of 10% per year, could grow to nearly $175,000 by age 60. If you wait until 40 to start, that same amount would yield less than half. Time is the most powerful asset there is, and when you don't use it, you're literally burning opportunities for financial freedom. Those who understand this stop delaying and start now. Even with little, these were the points that may be keeping you from your first $100,000. If you apply what we talked about here, you'll realize wealth is more about habits and choices than luck. Now, I'll leave on screen a video you also need to watch. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and share this video with 2 people on your phone. When you turn knowledge into action, you attract answers into your life. If possible, write this: I will achieve prosperity. See you in the next class. Until then.